I'm not sure that I am strong enough for this. But whatever you say.
You should get a doorbell.
I mean, you could also just call upwards, you know. I have an open door.
That's true.
Thank you. There's just a lot of random stuff up here. I have an idea, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know what drunk Mel was up to last night. However, I'm pretty sure she's a genius, and I think that that's just a state that I should constantly be in.
Definitely not. That is not healthy for your liver. You were talking about how drunk you is.
Yes,
smart.
she's a genius. Yeah, drunk Mel decided I'm gonna be super smart and I'm gonna find a nice, safe place to go. And at this point, I'm blacked out. I don't know what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So I wake up this afternoon, some time of the day. I wake up, and I am sat right here. So
I can see a little bit of vomit. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. The gods can't care. They're not real, so it's fine. But drunk Mel is such a genius.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause, like, who would find me in a church? So anyways, I had an idea. And it's a great idea. Tilly can die in a fire.
Okay. Wow.
He can go have his self search quest. So I don't have to find him. So this is pointless. This is like stupid. I don't even have to find him. But
is it like, what is it?
What's what? That book? It's just places of where he could be. I was talking to Jester about being an apprentice. Not really because I want to be a wizard, more so that I like to learn and it's a problem. And he's like, well, you can be my apprentice if you open this book. And I'm like, how am I supposed to open this book? He's like, I can't open the book. You should open the book. I'm like, okay, I'll open the book. So, hypothetically, I could. You should come down to the basement.
Okay.
Hypothetically, the first test, it doesn't have to be on a live creature. It could just be to see if something happens. I could see if something could open this book. And then, that's 2 things out of the way. Which is awesome.
Can I see the book?
If you can open it, I will cry. More so than last night.
Oh, wait, hold on. Whoops.
Sir? You got
I was trying to open the book. My fault.
That was my carpet. You took
No,
my
I can't.
carpet.
But this kind of gives me an idea.
Yeah.
Of where it could go. There are a few like pillars that talk about like stuff. I wouldn't know where that would go. But there's a few of those around.
But it could work. It could work. And then they'll see. yeah, you can actually do this. We can actually trust you. You know, and then there won't be any doubt that I am capable, and that I can actually do this, and that I have the ability to.
I don't doubt you at all.
I'm not talking about you. But that could work, and then things would be
I mean,
lot
yeah, maybe.
better.
I don't know about anything about the book. It just gives off the same sort of like vibe as like these pillars that I've been seeing.
Where are they?
There was one in Etheria, and there was one I in Port Haven, I think. I could show you. Right here. The different looking book. But
I have one of those, but it's for there is one in Laputrian. It's up near the gravestones.
I don't know where that is. Okay.
But I don't think it's this book, because when doing the thing that it said to do, it just gave us this, and then it was like something to help a citizen or something like that. But I had to trade with the villager to find it.
So you got that from a villager.
But he didn't say where this came from.
Okay, so these are different books. That still gives me an idea for that book. Because this is saying to drop the book in. And it says 5.
This one, the one that I have, is 1.
So you gotta drop it into where number 1 would go.
I know, Nevaeh and I were working on it, but we don't have 9 wither roses at our
oh, is that what you need the wither roses for?
Yeah, it's to help one of the citizens. He
Gotcha,
wants
okay.
to put flowers on the graves, but I don't have wither roses, unfortunately.
Let's go see if we have any. I have foxes in there. Oh, you know what might have some? Do you want to go on a bit of a bigger adventure?
A bigger adventure?
Yeah.
What kind of bigger adventure?
Bigger adventure to a different nation that might have wither roses.
What nation?
Sylvis.
Would they just let you take them?
Yeah.
Hey, cut that out. Julian, I think Retro is... Yeah, he's right there.
What are you guys looking for?
Wither roses. I need like 9 of them.
Oh! Retro. She needs the book back.
I gave her the book back.
We spoke.
Okay.
He gave it back.
I just no.
Well, that was really easy.
Whoopee!
I'm the richest man alive.
Hey, Retro, can you open that book?
Oh, yeah. I tried.
Where'd you get this from?
I wasn't strong enough.
I'll take it back, though.
Oh, did Jesper give you that?
I have to open it if I want to be his apprentice, and I can't figure
Did
out
he
how
say...
You should just...
Wait, he just gave you a book and said open it?
Yep. I mean, I'm gonna go back to Laputrian and do this if you guys want to join.
I'll come with.
Sure, I have nothing else to do.
Yippee!
Where are we going?
On a trip.
Know.
Obviously. Like, what
Tipper's Mansion?
No, I'm not going there.
Rats.
I mean, if you want to, you can go there, but I don't think I'll be very happy about it. But do whatever you want.
Yeah, I can't get in.
No, you can't, but you can get close.
Yeah, like right up to the door.
Yep, don't ask me how I know. I've seen into it. He has a nice...
I've also seen into it.
I've been in it.
Yeah, I've also been in it.
Yeah, I wish I had. Please, kind soul, accept my humble payment and deliver 3 bouquets of roses to the gravesite, 1 for each of the buried. Unfortunately, I am no florist, so you may come by. Okay. Okay, so I think I just...
I mean, someone is
Okay,
blocking
now
me from
what?
sleeping.
Okay,
Did you
that's
deliver
good.
the Did you deliver the bouquets?
No.
Where's the
Then
guy
you have
at?
to do that.
Then I have to do that. He's in his house. He can't really... Oh! 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 Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what's happening. We gotta go. We're gonna go back.
I
We're gonna
see
go to the
what's
storage
happening.
room. Oh, I need paper. It's not like we have an obscene amount of paper.
I have an obscene amount of paper, and I don't mean the white kind.
Okay, buddy.
I have a lot of money. A lot of money, I'm rich.
Retro, how old are you?
5.
I don't even remember.
I don't even...
Well, we know Nano's like 2 or something.
Does that work? Think that... Hell yeah.
Why is it on my screen? I didn't do anything.
What'd you get?
Shardling. Did you
One
get a
shardling.
Shardling? Yeah.
1 shardling? That's crazy.
Can I do it again? I can just keep doing this.
No, you don't have the book anymore.
Well, have to get the book, but I could just keep doing this.
Maybe.
Infinite money.
Okay, so...
Okay, so that was pointless. Hey, I'm now a Shardling richer.
If you got it from a villager in Dunwall,
Yeah.
there
Then
might be
you're
a guy
in
Etheria.
yeah.
Or Thornor. Thornor has one.
Thornor has one. Ivy Hills has one.
Ooh.
The Ivy Hills one, it's literally just to get an Echo book.
Oh.
Crazy.
I just so happen to already have an Echo book because I'm super cool.
I have like 3.
And people like to talk to me. So, actually, they don't. That's a lie.
I like talking to you.
Aw, thanks.
So what's your idea on that other book?
Oh, I thought I told you my idea on the other book.
Well, somewhat. You said you were gonna summon someone.
Yes. This is the genius idea that Drunk Mel came up with because she is apparently a lot better at this than I am. I'm gonna draw the circle somewhere. I don't really know where because I don't have space, but we're gonna find somewhere.
An open field.
Yeah. Anyways, my idea was put the book in the middle and see if I can summon some sort of spirit to open the book for me. To see if the circle works. I don't know. That would at least get us somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the developments that I came up with last night.
What? Jotunheim? Oh, here?
I'm the richest man in the world. I know every place.
Oh, here. Oh, it's not on my map.
Nevea, can you do me a favor? Could you fix that?
Yeah.
Thank you. I can do the other two. It's just Trident and I need that to get
Heinsberg,
around.
Jotunheim, Desert Oasis, Anchorage.
I know where a desert oasis.
Okay, I'll be back.
Oh.
I should also get that. I want to have a chat with Billy.
About.
Nanya.
I'll tell you what me and Tilly talked about. Tilly. Don't say his name. Me and Nano talked about if you tell me what you're gonna talk about with Tilly.
I don't need to know.
Oh. Oh. You said the other night that you were in a similar position to what I was
To
in.
you?
What
Yeah.
I am in. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What do you mean?
I mean, I kind of said it before, last night, but,
A lot of things happened last night.
that's true. That's true. But I mentioned how, I was overworking myself and it didn't it didn't end well. Um, I don't know exactly when it started, but at some point, uh, before my hiking trip, that's like the best I can do for
You were
time.
hiking.
Yeah, I'll get to that part.
Do you need to sit down for this?
I should also take off my arm.
Oh, I guess we're inside. It's kind of rude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've seen Etheria, and Etheria hasn't changed in years. This is going back a while, like quite a bit. Before Sylvis was made, or like right around that time. Quinn, Mads, and Mint were all, part of Etheria. Before Todd was a part of Etheria, and I think before Andy was too. They were a part of Etheria, and they, for multiple reasons, some similar, some different, they left Etheria. One of the big reasons being is they felt it was complete, and
Yeah.
it sorta is, but at the same time, it really isn't. There's constantly, there was constantly work to be done, not necessarily like building and expansion, just internal stuff. And I found myself in the center of it. Fluffy wasn't leaving her tree much, and her only real focus was growing stronger in magic. The tree was growing, so kind of had to take care of it or whatever.
Yeah.
Void was assisting her as per usual. Retro was in his, much like how he is now, he doesn't want to sit still. So he's constantly out and about doing stuff. And he was like never in Etheria. He was, I would rarely see him, and if I did, it would be just him flying away, so never really got to see him much. And then Mystic was still recovering from her whole like ordeal with whatever was happening inside of her, so I kind of had a lot on my plate, and I kind of just let it, very similar to you, I felt I was, alone, and I had to take charge, lead, do all of this work, and it caused me to push some people away. And when they tried to help, suggest that I, take a break, I got a little hostile and, kind of exploded, and I didn't feel like I deserved one. A lot of work had to be done, and I was the only one able to do it. And then David took a sabbatical or something. I don't know what to call it.
That's a really big word.
He went off to the Moonlit Grove, which is where Lassie was. That's also the person I yelled at before. which it's not too relevant to the story. Just she tried to help, and I didn't accept it. I can talk about our relationship at a different time. But when David left, he was gone for weeks on end, and the nation leaders decided to hold the High King election because at that time David had been ruling for a majority of, I mean, ever since the Riverlands, basically. Um, there's only been a few elections. The first one was David versus Erebus. I wasn't around for that, but David won. And then he held another election, but it was kind of, there was never really a need for the election, so kind of like there was no procedure in place, so it was kind of body. You voted on whether you wanted to keep David or open the throne up to a new person. If that second vote got the majority, then people could run and put themselves up as a candidate. But because nobody nobody was outwardly saying that they were running, no one really had a base for who would take the throne. So it's either go into the unknown or keep David, who's been doing fairly well. So just about everybody voted for David to stay. When David left, the King election happened, and I decided, what's one more job? Felt I was, right to rule. I had credentials, I had experience in the leadership, and I ran. I ran against Fallen, John Pork, and I easily beat them. That sounds kind of arrogant, but numbers wise, John Pork only got one. Real quick, the election happens in 2 stages. First off, a bunch of candidates run. They have to get signatures for people pledging their support. The person who gets the most signatures goes up and runs against the current High King, or the High King. And doing the math, I needed 10 to guarantee it, and I got 9. I had 8, and then Fallen announced that he was stepping away, and so he gave me his vote, and then John Pork only ever got Tippers, and then Ravish, who was a Laputrian, who had voted Fallen, but voted John Pork on, pledging his support to John Pork. That became a 9-2, and I handedly won. Come the election, in a 12-10 vote, I was able to beat David, and I became the High King. To this day, I am still shocked that I won, but I, thought I was ready, and I wasn't. I screwed up. Everything started just falling apart. Everyone around me it felt like everyone was, kind of watching me, and didn't help with all the work. Added another layer of pressure to the, towering responsibilities that I had, not just as High King, but practically as the third in command of Euphoria, and the self-appointed but also official acting leader. Because when Fluffy wasn't around, I was kind of the guy in charge, because Boyd isn't a leader by any means, and again, Retro was barely around, and Mystic is young and not really capable of the kind of thing for leading a nation. Andy was still new at the time, and Todd wasn't a part of it, but we wouldn't put Todd to rule a nation. at least Euphoria. So I was kind of, whenever Fluffy wasn't around, I was in charge. And sure, I still went to her for big decisions, but I had a lot of responsibilities as the acting leader. And with all that combined, I let some people get into my head, and everything just came crashing down on me. And I I just broke. I locked myself up in my house, and for maybe a few weeks at least, I was just rotting in my bed. I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to go out. Didn't want to see anyone. The only times I really got up were to take care of my pets, and after a while, I kind of just reflected on it all, and after months of just, kind of slowly working myself out of this depression, I decided it would be best if I took my own sabbatical and left, go off and
That's still
explore.
another really long word.
It's the same word. I just took, I went off, yeah. I had worked myself up to the point where I literally could not get out of bed. And I let myself go. I was incredibly weak. I just, I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping right, I wasn't taking care of my hygiene, and so after a while I kind of decided from, reflecting on everything, it'd be best to just take a long look at myself and, you know, see what's out there, kind of clear my head and perhaps, find a true crown of Gamagan, which I didn't find. Uh, but, I found a lot more, in terms of experience, philosophical thinking stuff. I kind of just cleared my head and, you know, took care of myself. I let a lot go. I'm pretty, go with the flow kind of guy now.
How?
Pretty
How are you
chill.
so happy? How are you so fine and okay with life? If all that happened, how do you just do that?
I guess I kind of just realized that, there was so much around me that I wasn't seeing. Now, if you go down path, you focus on what's forward, you miss the scenery. You miss the sun shining, the Laura all growing around you, and you miss the people walking right alongside you. And for me, I met some great people out there, people I still keep contact with, made some awesome memories, and kind of just lived life to its fullest. And, I did a lot of, you know, stuff, serious things, helped people out, and, there was, loss. I, there was some struggle out there, obviously, some things I wasn't prepared for, but I was able to pick myself up because I knew the path was still going. There was still a lot to see, and people to meet, memories to make, and I guess that's what I live for now. Just treating, everything as a gift. That's why they call it the present. very cheesy, but it's
Yeah.
a nice motto. And I still, I felt bad for leaving everyone, but kind of reflected on my own mistakes and tried to work or do stuff to, make it right to people. So, now I just do whatever. I'd spend more time with the people that I care about, and people need help. I offer it, but I I don't prioritize work and that. I keep my my own worth and well-being at an even state with my friends and the world.
Yeah.
If you let them either side tip too far, put too much weight on one side, gonna throw everything out of whack and nothing good's gonna happen from that. So,
Yeah.
everyone's different. Obviously, your upbringing and my upbringing are very different. Our experiences are very different. But you're showing the same signs that I had. So, I can't help but worry about you and try and prevent you from making the same mistakes that I did. Because I saw what happened firsthand, what happens when you overwork yourself and you push people away, and it's not pretty.
And you think that I can actually do this?
I think if you put your mind to it, you can do just about anything. You're very capable. You have such a bright mind. You're constantly looking to help people, you know. You're always wondering, what can I do to help? And I mean, you've taken on Northern Alverpine. You went out into the ocean alone, whereas helping fix that to make the harbor. I really don't know what that was about, but you did that alone. And even though you didn't enjoy it, you still did it because you felt it was necessary. And that's great. That's a great mindset. But it's also important to recognize your own limits and when you need a break. Because limits are not things that you break, they're things that you push. And as you do things and you grow, both physically and mentally, your limits get pushed farther and farther.
Yeah. I wish Nana believed in me. I think that's what hurts the most, is that she doesn't. She doesn't.
From what I know,
capable.
Nana was very, I don't know how to put it, but she's pretty stubborn. If she believes something, she wants it to be, she wants it to happen. And when things don't go exactly as she expects or wants, it kind of jumbles her up. So I think your struggling wasn't something she was prepared for. I think she probably put a little bit too much expectation on you, and that's kind of messing her up a little bit.
Prepared for it.
I'm not sure. I really don't know. But
she said a lot of things last night, and I don't care how much Retro says she isn't angry. I think she is. I think she doesn't think that I'm capable. But I don't think she realizes that what she said has just made it worse. If I'm being totally honest, it just makes me want to go home and forget this ever happened and build my life there alone. And just not try anymore, not try to help and all of that. I don't think she realizes how much her words hurt.
Well, I would say that you tell her. Because she probably doesn't. She might have meant it one way and it came out a different way.
It's
and
pretty hard.
that's not on you. You know, that's on her for
it's pretty
not wording
hard
it well.
to say. This hurts. It's pretty hard to say that what I'm doing is level 30 and I'm level 2 and to not mean it and not know what it means. It's pretty hard not to understand what you're saying. But whatever.